Hi, I haven't done one of these videos in a while. What to talk about? Well, when I do these videos, I like to be as real as I can. So, in 2 or 3 minutes, my whole thing is going to be about the fact that we're all going through the same thing of aging. And aging does crappy things to the body. If you're lucky to make it to 48 years old, you feel like me, you look back and you think, man, I was great when I was 20. When I was in my 20s, I looked good by comparison. I mean, okay, I never had the perfect body. I never had the body I would have liked to have had in my 20s. I was never a skinny. I was always a fat boy. But, the truth about that one is you can be too thin, you can be too fat. You got to be in somewhere in the middle. You know, I won't name names, but there's a celebrity I've seen lately who is way too skinny. Way too skinny. I mean, it just looks bad. And I'm a big fan of this celebrity. Uh, so I will say, you can be too thin, you can be too fat. The most important thing is to be healthy. Don't think about uh, the magic number of a certain weight you want to be. Think about being healthy. Don't think about, being super thin because, there are people who wanted to be super thin and it cost them their life. Karen Carpenter, she was anorexic, and anorexia, and bulimia, those kind of type of things are about control. And it's about, for someone who has an eating disorder, there's no such thing as thin enough. Um, so you need to think about the reality of the fact that you've got to enjoy being who you are. You got to think about being healthy. Don't think of a magic number of a certain weight you want to be. Just think about focusing on being healthy, being happy. Don't give a rat's two cents what someone else thinks of you when it comes to who you are as a person. I mean, respect people, respect what they think of you, but don't think that if they don't like you that there's something wrong with you because they just may be just a jerk. That's what I would say. I would say you got to think about you. Think about being happy, being healthy, and if somebody doesn't have time for you, if someone isn't making time for you in your life, you know what? Let them go and move on to someone who is. That's a whole other subject, but I didn't mean to get on that. But I just want to make, and I just want to say we're all experiencing, you know, the crap of aging. You know, be happy where you're at. Realize, so what? You don't look like a 20-year-old anymore. That's not the worst thing that can happen to you. You know, be happy at the age you are. And love yourself. There's so much I wish I could say, and I think there's so many things I could talk about that I believe would help people that I've experienced in my life, but I'm not going to go into all that. But I will say be happy with who you are. And remember that age, in a sense, is a number. I'm 48 years old, and guess what? Physically, I don't look like a 20-year-old, but you know what? I still feel like I feel as good as I did when I was 18. I feel seriously good. I need to take better care of myself, but I seriously feel good. I'm amazed that people like Cher is 72 years old and still touring. I believe. I don't know if I think she's still performing. I'll put it that way. I know she's been in the Mamma Mia movie, and I know she's releasing an album. And I'm amazed by that woman. The fact she's 72 and she's not letting age stop her. Don't let age stop you. Love you. And, you know, if somebody has a problem with you, that's their problem. That's not your problem. You remember that.